Hey Whitney, how are you?
Pretty good.
And how long have you been here in Abilitat?
A month and a half.
Month and a half. And why are you here?
To change, learn other ways of coping with my emotional issues.
Mm-hmm. And you're in Abilitat not because of your emotional issues, though. It's because of
No,
drugs.
my drug addiction.
And what's your addiction?
Heroin, meth, and marijuana.
Okay. And how long have you been using?
Since I was 17.
And how old are you now?
27.
27. So about 10 years worth.
Mm-hmm.
And are you addicted?
Yeah.
And how do you know you are addicted?
Because whenever anything gets hard, or just because I like how it feels, you know, like, I can't sit in a room and be around it, even though, like, I tell myself I'm not going to. If it's around me long enough, I end up doing it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're addicted. If you see it, you're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, it's easy not to be addicted.
Yeah.
This is not here.
Yeah.
All right. And so we want to test how strong your addiction level is.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do is just kind of close your eyes. And I'd like to go back in time. You're at somewhere you know where you've gotten high. Maybe it's the best high you could ever have. And I want you to go back to that time, take your hit, and see how strong the addiction feeling is. 0, I can't feel it. 10, very strong. How strong is it?
Like a 3.
Only a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what it feels like to be high?
Yeah, I do. I just actually using my mind to feel
What we
it.
want you to do is actually go find it.
Okay.
All right. We don't want you to fight it. We want you to go to it.
Okay.
So go find your addiction. Go find the high. See how strong it is. And 0 to 10, how strong is the feeling of being high?
About an 8.
8, very good. Okay, open your eyes. So obviously you're using heroin, meth, and pot. Just pick one of the drugs. Just do meth or pot.
Heroin.
Heroin, there you go.
Yeah.
Now what I want you to do is I want you to use your hands, pretending as if you had heroin here, and I want you to do whatever you do, smoke it, whatever you do, just do it, and see if you can find those high feelings again.
Okay.
You don't have to tell us, just do it.
Okay. It's kind of hard without the instruments.
Just pretend like you have them instruments.
Okay. And then do, okay.
Zero, I can't feel it. 10, very strong. How strong is it?
It's a 10.
You can feel it. Now, there is no drugs here, is there? So the point that we want to make is we want to see how strong your addiction is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a session, and we're going to go back and test it again.
Okay.
And that's what you want, do you want to get rid of it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We also have a couple more tests for you. All right. So it's already a 10.
Yeah.
So if you see this here, it makes it even worse, doesn't it?
Yeah.
0 doesn't bother me. 10 really strong. How strong?
10.
All right, very good. Now, none of this is real, by the way. Well,
Yeah.
it's real needle and stuff. But so today, if you were to walk out here, you're free to leave.
Yeah.
You're out there in your own neighborhood, your own friends, your own buddies, whoever did the drugs, and you're at somebody's house or someone pulls up in a truck. In the back of the truck is all the heroin, meth, and cocaine you could ever use. And they give you the keys and the title to the truck. What would you do?
Probably try to like walk away, but normally I'll probably walk right back and probably take it.
Take it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you would definitely take it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all we're doing is testing. So the whole purpose of this exercise is to see how strong your addiction is. You've been in here for two months.
Almost 2 months, yeah.
And how long have you not used?
3.5.
3.5 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still pretty live inside.
Yeah.
All right, so our whole purpose is to work with you and see how we can change that for you. All right?
Thank you.
Good job. Hey, Whitney, how are you?
Pretty good.
So you just had your session with FasterEFT, and how was it?
It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Like, I was a little nervous in the beginning, like knowing that they're gonna bring up all those feelings again, but it was good because I don't feel them that, like, I don't feel it anymore. Like, I have a different picture in my head now. A different, you know, different way of looking at the situation.
So did they help you change memories?
Yes.
One memory would be the miscarriage. Before they addressed it, how bad was the emotions with it?
Extremely.
Extremely bad.
Yeah.
And now when you think about it, how is it?
I have a good feeling. Like, it's the picture of what I want to do, like what I used to do, like, you know, what I like to do for fun back home. So, you know, and what I lost, I can gain, and, you know, I still have a daughter to look, you know, forward to, you know, going home to, you know, and spend time in my happy place of my, you know, going hiking and, you know, cliff diving and stuff like that. And it could change, and I can have a bigger family in the future after I finish this.
Very good. So did they change your memory for you?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. All right, what about Dad's suicide? Well, before the session, how bad was it?
It was pretty bad, you know, but it wasn't my fault. And I was carrying on something that I had no control over. I had no control over. It was just feeling sorry for myself in a sense. I'm not feeling like I missed out on not having a father, but I gotta look at it. I did have a father because my poppy, so I didn't really lose. I just made myself think I did.
Yeah, so you beat yourself up over it.
Yeah.
Very good. So did they change it, the meaning for you?
Oh, yeah.
Very good, okay. And then, Mom. How bad was it before we started?
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. A lot of resentment, a lot of, you know, frustrations with her. But she was just doing the best she could. And, you know, I can't change her. I can only change myself and how I look at things. You know, if she wants to be her, that's her thing. It has nothing to do with me.
Very good. All right, so they addressed your addiction. So what we'd like to do is test your addiction now.
Okay.
So are you addicted? And how do you know you're not addicted?
I'm not addicted to the drug itself. It was just, you know, like you were saying in the seminar, like, you know, it was just, if it wasn't drugs, it would have been something else, you know. But at that time, drugs were right there for me to run from whatever I was running from. But if there was something else, like, you know, food, or, you know, if there was an opportunity of doing something else, like going, you know, hiking instead of doing that, I probably would have done that and made that my addiction of exercising and stuff. But it was just, I took the easy way.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is just take a deep breath, close your eyes, and go find your high feeling. Go back in time where you used to get high and see if you can feel that high feeling again, your addiction feeling. And is it there? 0, can't feel it. 10, very strong. How strong is it?
0.
So your first thought when you think about getting high on the drug, is it positive or negative?
Say that again?
When you think about your drug, getting high, is it a positive feeling or a negative feeling? or neutral?
At the time it was positive, but now it's just negative.
Okay. All right. So what I'd like you to do with your hands is I want you to, you can open your eyes, is I want you to go ahead and do your drug. You know, inject it, whatever you do, just as if it was here, pretend like it's here, and see if you find any addictive feelings with it.
Okay.
Zero, I feel nothing. 10, very strong. How strong is it?
0.
Seriously?
Yeah, you know, I'm looking at the positive thing of, you know, because I want to go in the medical field, and that doesn't benefit from that. So I'm looking at it like, you know, there's nothing to gain from that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So you couldn't find any feelings whatsoever doing that?
No, no.
Really? All right, very good. All right, we do have some heroin here. We got some cocaine. We got your needle. As you see that there, what's your first reaction? Do you want to do it? Any reaction at all? 0, I don't feel anything. 10, very strong. How strong?
It makes me nauseous, just grossed out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is that normal for you to feel that way?
No. My mouth would water, and that, like, you know, I want to do it. It's actually making me nauseous.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, good. It's kind of crappy way of doing things anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Now, of course, you were addicted, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
And for how long have you been using?
For 10 years.
So when you see the drugs, when you see it there, of course you have no desire to use. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So has that been like that before, or is this?
I would always have the craving, but I always had the willpower to say no.
Mm-hmm. So do you have the craving at all?
No, I don't have the craving.
Can you make the craving come back just by looking at it?
If I actually tried.
Well, try it and see what happens. See if you can.
No.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. It just, all I think about is chemicals in my mouth right now. Yeah. That's all I can think about is just the chemical. And
it makes you want to use or not use?
Not use.
Okay. So this is, you actually did try to make yourself want to do it, isn't that right?
Yeah.
And
I like keep on like looking at that in the pipe and the syringe. And it's just, all I think, taste is chemicals in my mouth.
Is it a good taste or a bad taste?
Bad taste.
All right. So that's a big no then?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
All right. That's good then. All right, so you're free to go. You're free. You won the lottery. You're out on the streets. You're out there in your neighborhood. Your daughter's dead. Your family's dead. Everybody's dead. Lost your job. Nobody likes you. Guy pulls up in a truck. Lifetime supply of all the drugs, heroin you could ever use or sell. You can't get rid of it all. Gives you the keys and the title. What are you going to do?
Go the other way.
Seriously.
And, you know, I'll probably, you know, feel crappy on that I lost family or don't have family or whatever, but I can work on myself by myself without all that. You know, I don't need that. It's okay to feel bad, but it's not okay to use something like that to make you feel better because it's only temporary.
And you do know it's your daughter and your family's waiting for you.
Yes.
And you have a big purpose in life.
Yes.
5 years, 10 years in the future, how's it going to be like?
It's going to be happy. And there's going to be joy. There's going to be heartache and stuff like that, like any normal life.
Exactly.
But I just have to go through it and not avoid it and face it head on. You know.
And did your practitioner teach you how to use tapping yourself?
Yes.
I will tell you this, if you use it, it'll make the hard times very short-lived. And you'll move through it faster, you'll get more in your life, you'll be a lot happier when it's all said and done. If you don't, it just takes longer.
Yeah.
There's an easy way and a hard way. We hope you take the easy way. It'll make you stronger and more powerful. So what do you think about all that? That's pretty bizarre. You remember how strong it was before we started?
Oh, yeah. That, like, just using, like, yeah, it feels good or whatever like that, but the process and what's actually in it just kind of grosses me out now.
Which part you talking about?
The process of doing all that, like, of laying all that stuff out, you know, the whole preparation just for that 2-second, you know, oh, it's done, and then, like, it doesn't last long, you know, unless you keep on doing that process over and over again. But it's just, I don't want to do that process anymore.
So have you made that decision to quit using drugs?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously?
I'm done with the whole thing because I have so many things to look forward to, you know. I'm just glad that I chose this early on to, you know, make that decision because my daughter's so young and I can make up for that. You know?
So here it is. Have you tried other treatments before?
I tried one that was only a 2-week inpatient treatment, and that's when I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. But they were more focused on my pregnancy than actually curing or whatever you want to call it. They really didn't even talk about my addiction. They were just focused on my pregnancy. So, and it was outpatient, but I didn't really have the energy to even get out of bed when I was pregnant.
Right.
So
we worked on your drug addiction, and what do you think about this whole process of those guys helping you?
I enjoyed it a lot. Like, I kind of actually want to learn more about it, and because I'm really open-minded anyways to a point, but it has to interest me, and I wouldn't mind, you know, training or, you know, taking a class or something like that. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.